All right. Hopefully. The audio's not on right now, so you won't be able to hear, like in this screen that.
Cool.
Okay. You have 2 minutes. It should be live. Let me get the. All right. Copy. Live stream send. I'll send it to there.
Oh, that's so weird. It's stuck on when I was making the post.
Oh. It should be a
Maybe
new
I'm
stream.
on the wrong one.
Yeah, it should be a new stream.
Yeah, I'm just on the old link.
Yeah. Alright. We got 1 minute. Okay. Do you want me to stay muted? Or we should have talked about this while I was setting
Up to you.
Alright. I'll mute and unmute myself as needed. Hopefully I can do this. Alright. Alright, now I'm going to switch it because it's 6 o'clock. Ready?
Yep.
And go.
Hello, Daya here. Welcome to our New Year's Eve live stream.
Hello.
We're super excited for this. Casey, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Casey. Well, I'm also someone else, but you'll get to that later. So excited for you to be here and for me to be here. I hope you really enjoy the live today.
Yeah, so we have lots of fun stuff planned. So keep watching. We have some guests. And we have some games. And we have some announcements. And all that fun stuff.
Bear with us. This is the first time we're streaming. There's bound to be hiccups.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know. Alright. Daya's going to be leading us for most of this, so I'm just here as a support.
So, let's talk about 2020. Oh boy, that was a time. So, 2020 starts. We were preparing for SakinoCon, our local convention, for our our delinquent aquas, original designs by Casey and Misha, members of our group. And SakinoCon came around February. We had lots of fun performing, opening ceremonies, closing ceremonies. If you want to see our performances of that, you can go to SakinoCon's YouTube and go check out the opening ceremonies and closing ceremonies, and you'll see our beautiful faces performing. As well, we had our panel, which was a lot of fun. We performed different songs, and like Aquarium and Sky Journey and Daydream Warrior, and a bunch of like solos and duets and subunits. And then, we were preparing for a summer convention to happen But we all know what happened there. That didn't happen. So we've just kind of been working on our own for the past 10 months, basically. Wow, that's a long time we've been in quarantine. And yeah, we've been working alone on various dances or cosplays.
Yeah.
Single shoots, such as my shoot for Ellie's birthday with the Wonderful Rush set, which was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell a story about my photo shoot for that later.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's kind of brought us to today. The stream right now.
Yep.
My photo for that later.
All right. Yeah, 2020 has been quite a year. I think we can all agree that none of us expected anything like this. That being said, one day more. Not even. A couple hours. We can do this.
Couple hours. If you're watching right now, tell us what time zone you're in. What time is it for you?
Hi. I've only got 2 hours left in 2020.
Wow, it's a wild General Celeste cosplay.
Wow.
Yeah. Hello. I am General Celeste cosplay, or Kim, or one of the leaders of Moonlit Miracle Project. I'm early. I it was the moment.
It's okay. We're always happy to have you. We love you.
This is Jutes.
Yeah. I forget what we were talking about. That's okay. If you could leave a comment in the live comment chat, just to let us know if how everyone's doing, what time zone you guys are in. If you're comfortable with that, don't specify exactly where you are. Time zone's all we need, even then. Yeah, just let us know if you can hear us and see us. Hopefully everything's going okay.
If you don't want to comment on the YouTube, if you have questions for us, I'm just putting up a questions thing on our Instagram story. You can go ask us questions there.
Yeah, we'll be checking them throughout the stream, and probably more so for one specific part, but yeah. Oh gosh, I'm so awkward. It's been
Aren't we all?
It's been a while.
Let's get a bunch of socially awkward people to do a live stream.
Heck yeah.
I'm definitely better in person.
Use courage.
Yeah. But for me, 2020 was kind of boring. I didn't really have any solo shoots or anything like that. I didn't really cosplay. But I spent a good amount of time working on artwork and a lot of vocal work for personal gratification. But
I mean, it's 2020. Whatever makes you happy is what everyone should be doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I went and flew across the country during a pandemic to be happy.
Yeah.
I mean, it made me sad at the same time. For anyone watching, I am from Pacific West Coast, but I flew across the country to Halifax because my husband got out of basic training for the Canadian Forces and got posted to Halifax the day before lockdown. So that's why I'm on the other side of the country from the rest of the group.
And we miss you very much.
Yeah.
I
we
miss you too. But there's vaccines, so
Yay!
maybe by the latest next holiday season, I will be over there. If not,
Kino 2022.
KinoCon 2022. If I have to quit whatever job I have at the time, I will be there.
Yeah.
Let's bring on a positive note and talk about the good times that we've had in 2020, like your favorite moments.
Kim, would you like to start us off? Or if you want, I can go first.
I think you can go first. I'm gonna have to think about that.
All right, that's fair. For me, I've been doing a lot of creative and self-reflecting for my mental health and whatnot, and it's been getting a lot better. I've finally come out as trans male to most of my family, so that really makes me feel a lot better mentally and physically. And I think the highlight of my year, besides SakinoCon, because, like, con, was definitely joining a game called Cinemalice and meeting a bunch of my friends on there who might be watching, because I sent them the link. Who knows if they're watching? If you are, send a message, please. But yeah, definitely my highlight, meeting new people and whatnot. All right.
Well, there's 5 people watching. There's only 3 of us. I don't know if you guys have it open on YouTube as well, but
I have it open.
Yeah.
That's what multiple devices are for.
Yeah, I kind of have to have it open. All right, who's next?
I can go next if you haven't thought of anything.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go next.
Yeah, so my favorite parts have probably been just like meeting everyone, because I wasn't working for about 2 months after like lockdown. So I had a lot of time to cosplay, and because of that I was making lots of TikToks, and because of that I made lots of new friends through different fandoms, and just like was able to chat more with people. But it also makes me sad because I can't go to conventions right now to like meet these people. But yeah, that's definitely been a highlight, getting to meet so many new people online. And like, even though right now I'm back to working in retail, there's still some people that like are grateful of me working. So those small moments actually make me glad, and because I'm working, I actually get to see people like every day rather than just like being stuck in my apartment out of my parents' house. So that's a big thing, which is why my background is so messy, because it's been a month and I still haven't unpacked everything.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't unpacked everything, and it's been 3 months. I mean, I didn't actually get all of my stuff until the end of October, so it's been 2 months.
Yeah. I still haven't unpacked everything from when we had the flood back in January, so, you know, you guys are good. Alright.
Oh, I guess it's my turn.
Oh, don't sound so heartbroken.
Well, there's been... I suppose I can choose out a few favorite moments. Probably the biggest happy moment for me was getting off the plane in Halifax and seeing my husband after 4 months of being apart, and him only being able to call me for 20 minutes every day. And sometimes he didn't get his call time. So that was definitely probably the highest point for me, just because it's a crazy feeling. But other than that, SakinoCon, of course, it was our last and it was insane and cold. That was my fault for deciding to wear the bandage top for Delinquent.
Sorry.
Why do I do this to myself? And again, on the theme of being cold but loving my costume and having fun, is also I broke down. I was just like, screw it, this year has sucked. This costume is going to be $40. I'm buying it. I bought a Blake Belladonna costume because I haven't had a proper costume for her, and it was just such a, like, even having my abdomen with my pandemic weight exposed, it's such a great feeling to be dressed as one of my characters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and and before the pandemic, on a day where I found out the next day I shouldn't have been outside shooting a photo shoot, because I got the flu, regular flu, not COVID.
Yeah.
I did a photo shoot of General Amaya from the Dragon Prince at Hatley Castle, which was 2 birds, 1 stone. I'd never been to Hatley Castle, grew up on Vancouver Island my whole life, and I hadn't shot General Amaya yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say those are probably some of my high points.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Speaking of more like conventions too, because that reminded me of, like, first of all, Sakino Con, which was a lot of fun. The voice actor guests are always so sweet. Erica Mendez, who is the voice of Nico, and also in other media is the voice of Bernadetta in Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and Maki in Danganronpa V3, and a bunch of other characters. She was so sweet when I met her. And the other voice actors as well, who are guests, they were all so sweet. And that's always like a highlight of cons, getting to meet these people who like put their work for like the things that we enjoy, as well as going to Fan Expo Vancouver and getting to meet for the second time, Justin Briner, the voice of Deku, and also the voice of All Might for the first time while in cosplaying Deku from My Hero Academia. So that was fun. And then doing a Snow Relation cosplay group for that convention as well.
Yeah, I am so excited to get back into cosplay. I guess that could bring us to talks about what we hope 2021 looks like, if that's okay with you.
Let's do that.
All right. For me, I've been playing a lot of Genshin Impact, and by a lot, I mean a lot. It's like all I do. It's kind of a problem. Anyway, and I've been contemplating on cosplaying one of the characters, and I think it's between 2 characters, but my plan is to go all out, making 1 cosplay for my birthday in March, and making it like the best I could possibly make it, and just like wearing something that will make me proud and feel fulfilled of having a cosplay. Even if there's no cons, even if I can't wear it to a con, at least I will feel proud in having made it. That being said, I have to go buy this stuff. So. Yeah.
Hey, if you don't have it made by your birthday, have it made by next Christmas. Just work on it.
Albedo.
Different goals, but throughout the year.
Message me whenever you need no questions.
Yes, Mom. Yes, Mom.
Auntie, I've
Okay.
even got the juice today. I'm totally the aunt.
A crazy drunk aunt. That's okay. Dia and I are definitely the children of the group with our Pepsi and ginger ale. At least we have
Pop open that ginger ale.
I mean, I would be drinking root beer, but it was a hard day.
Whoa.
A really hard day. But that's not what the stream is about, so I'm not going to talk about that here. So what was the topic? 2021?
Yeah, hopes and plans for 2021.
More personal financial stability for myself. I mean, I'm stable. My husband's on salary, but I like having my own income and to contribute to my house income.
Mm-hmm.
So getting more stable income.
Mm-hmm.
But other than, life itself getting better, cosplay-wise, there are like 20 billion projects always in my brain that I want to make. This is why I don't sleep. I am 65% done the cosplay I started at the end of February. So I want to get that done. To be fair, I finished the tunic of Larkberg from Rising the Shield Hero. I finished the tunic and was trying it on and showing it off to my brother right when I found out that Cap City Comic Con was canceled. And then it was like the next day, everything was canceled. And I was just like, okay, I'm not going to look at you for, I think I put it away for about a month. And then I brought it out and worked on it for about a week. And then I went to Halifax and was separated from my stuff for 7 months.
Yeah. Sorry for my laughter. Oh, sorry.
Okay, you can laugh at me. I laugh so I don't cry.
That wasn't...
But yeah.
You said 65%. You said 65%. And I thought you were saying 65 years. Like, I thought that's what you were going. I'm 65, and you paused.
Like,
I was like, why are you talking about the fact that you're mentally 65?
No, sweetie. I'm mentally, like, 85 by this point.
Yeah.
Or suppose we could just triple it and be like...
Hold up.
So that would be 33. 93. There we go. I'm mentally 93. Triple my age. But yeah, Lark is the main thing. Other than that, I want to work on, those, how you abandon projects and then you're like, ooh, new thing. Let's do that. Let's put that other thing in the closet and forget about it, even though it's like 90% done. I have a lot of projects just have been gathering dust. I have totes upon totes of fabric that's, just waiting to be used. I need to stop buying more. So, yeah. That's my plan. And come back to BC at some point.
I just want to make sure that everything's still going okay with the stream because it... Yeah.
It's like it is.
You think so?
I have it just running in the background, but it's muted because.
All right. Yeah, it just came up in an error like a minute ago saying it's not receiving a video to maintain smooth streaming. So I don't know what that was about, but
Daya.
It seems to be okay now. All right. Sorry, go ahead, Daya.
Yeah, so my hopes for 2021. Anime North, Toronto Convention announced that their dates, or potential dates, for the end of July. So if it is safe to travel and safe to go to conventions by the end of July, I'll be going to that. I really hope it is. Because I really want to go, and I have this shoot planned with a mutual for Eugene and Rapunzel from Tangled. And I also just miss conventions. So hopefully that happens. I also have, on my TikTok, today I just posted some 2021 cosplans, which include Jester from Critical Role, which I just started started continuing the Mighty Nine campaign. Tayo from Mission Yozakura Family, which is a really good manga. It's pretty funny if you ever want to read it. Sedith from Fire Emblem Three Houses. March Flower viewing Ellie. Manatsu Daya. That's like one of my dream cosplays. I have some fabric for it. The stage outfit for Juna from Revue Starlight, and also Anne Boleyn from Six the Musical. And I also want to improve upon my Akane Clockkeeper cosplay from Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. So those are some of my hopes. I hope to do some more shoots. I'm hoping maybe this weekend or next weekend I'll be going to the beach to do a photo shoot with Percy Jackson.
Nice.
Because son of Poseidon, so beach.
If you can go to Anime North, you need to save a little space in your suitcase. I need my bard.
A little space in the suitcase for Kim. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes,
To take back.
I'll just wear yes here on the plane.
I'm so glad I wasn't drinking at that moment. To be fair, at that moment, you hadn't, before you said yes here, you hadn't specified which bard.
I mean, I'll take either. I'll take both. I'll bring all my green face paint and be Tamushi as well.
Some
for
having
context,
yet.
Kim and I are in a D&D campaign, playing a campaign together, and my character is a half-elf bard named Marcia. I love them very much.
The end.
And
They insult people to death.
Tamushi smashes things and is a half-orc barbarian paladin. Sorry, it's a barbarian. She just smashes too many things. Who is fairly nice, but has a very strong addiction and obsession with cake.
I remember when I was supposed to be part of that. 2020, am I right?
Timing sucks.
Fine.
I mean, with me and my husband who's DMing the campaign, stop looking at me, being 4 hours ahead.
Yeah.
Seriously!
I'm not actually doing anything.
You're giving me funny looks.
The husband appears.
Where did those rails go? I think we're off them.
Nay. So, I guess we could actually officially now do what we were supposed to be doing and invite our first guest.
Who happens to already be here.
Yeah. I mean, we love you.
Hello!
Wow!
Alright. Just making sure that the audio works when I do this, because hopefully it works. But, wow. Wow. Alright. Go ahead, Kim. Tell us about yourself.
So I didn't get any forewarning of what questions Daya was going to ask me.
Oh, I have some questions. It'll just be random questions.
That's fine.
Would you like me to ask you questions?
Oh, what did you put up? Oh, it's my Instagram. Okay, I'm glad I updated my profile. Because I've already talked about it late. Okay, I guess reintroduce myself. Apart from being a leader of MMP, Moonlit Miracle Project, which is listed from there. I've been cosplaying under the name General Celeste Cosplay since 2009. I am old. If you know me, you know I frequently make fun of how old I am. Mainly because I get trolled with ageist people a lot, and honestly, it's the most hilarious thing to troll someone about. It's something that everyone ages. Like, what am I gonna do? Stop cosplaying? Dumb. But so that's what, 11 years now. I got into cosplay because I was wanting to finally make a Halloween costume of my favorite video game character, General Celeste Cher from Final Fantasy VI. And I kept seeing all these beautiful photos. I was hoping for the occasional like art piece, or maybe a couple other people had made Halloween costumes. Instead, I came across hundreds of photos of this not well-known character, because it's an older game, of these people all just like in convention halls and at meetups, and I was like, what the hell is this? And I vaguely knew about Comic-Con, but it wasn't very prevalent to me. And I need to my laptop. And so I looked into what all that was while I was making this costume, and it was like, this is exactly what I'm. So that's where that started. So I've been going to conventions on and off since then. Yeah, and
Well, that was actually one of my first questions. How did you get started? So I guess you already read my mind.
a little bit. You have been my cosplay boyfriend and cosplay partner in crime.
True. So what are your favorite things about cosplay?
So many. Well, if we start with the most obvious, it's going to conventions, with or without friends, but like honestly with friends is so much better. I've been by myself and I've still had fun, and being able to just be comfortable walking around dressed up in a costume and not having everyone look at you weird. And just being able to show your love for a character, even if no one else knows who you are. But when you have like that one person at a convention that screams at the top of their lungs and is just so excited to see someone cosplaying this character, best. Like, I feel like that's how people dressing up as Disney princesses in the parks feel, like they're for that excitement from people seeing you in that costume. That is definitely one of the things I love about cosplay. And the crafting. I've been sewing since I was probably like 7 or 8. My mom taught me, my nana, the costume house in my hometown. Inherited her machines, much to my mother's. And so I've been sewing for many years, trying to, improve all the time, because there are some times when I look at something and I'm like, that is such a basic thing that I probably should have known, but somehow I skipped over it whenever I was cutting corners. Which, pointer, if you have a sewing machine, get a walking foot is the best thing known to man. Like, amazing. It sews through leather boots.
Calling Amara out there.
No, there are things I've seen. Okay, Amara is 16, and I've seen some of her work, and I've asked about certain things she's done. They've done, and I've just been like, wow, I didn't think of that, and you are half my age. It doesn't matter who you're learning from. You can learn from anyone.
I was just saying, Amara didn't have a walking foot until like right before SakinoCon. So that's what I was
got one
talking
after. Or maybe it was right before.
Yeah.
What problem?
Yeah. So continuing with like cons. What's one of your best con memories, or some of your best con memories?
So basically every time we've finished a performance of MMP and we're all standing there and people are cheering, that's always a great feeling. Because I suppose this leads into more MMP stuff. The reason why I originally joined MMP is because I've been dancing since I was 5. I mostly did ballet, and when I saw these girls in another group in cosplay and dancing, I was like, 2 things. I can have both at the same time. So just being able to be in cosplay, be more comfortable as a character, because I'm incredibly introvert and shy. So it's always so much easier in costume, also being able to dance, and having other people, that's always a great. Getting to meet other cosplayers that I admire, like ones within the community, is always great to talk to. It's a little more comfortable talking to them than like the more famous ones. But was it when I met Riddle for the first time? She was so excited about my cosplays. Like I went up to her all 3 days of Fan Expo, and she was like, she gave me some pointers because I had an issue with my piece of my armor, and she gave me like the easiest pointer on how to fix it. But she was like, she was so nice and complimentary about my cosplay, and I was like, and you're someone I admire so much. I have like 3 years worth of your calendars and prints of her, and yeah, getting to meet your heroes and having them be more like real people and be just as excited as you to be there, that's a great con moment. And winning awards. But that's also awful too, because I get on stage, and even with dance, though dance, you're on stage long enough that it goes away, I get terrified. So conventions, it's like, great, I'm already shaking holding myself up. Now you want me to hold this other thing. Okay.
What are some awards that you've won?
I won one this summer. That was a little different because it was just sent to me through the mail. But I won, I guess if we work backwards, that's probably easier. This summer, it was for Maple Gel Con, which is a Canadian convention centered around the Tales of games by Ben. Yes. You entered the contest by sending in photos of your cosplay, trying to show off, multiple angles, and also photos of your progress while explaining how you built your costume. And I had built Luc Fonfabre and Hysterica Grant from Tales of the Abyss, gender swapped for my husband and I, because I wanted to be the redhead and he wanted to be his favorite character. And we're usually more comfortable cosplaying as our presenting gender. So that's why we gender swapped them. And we won Best Group Cosplay for Maple Gel Con. That was really cool. Middle of the pandemic, and I still got to enter a cosplay contest. Won. I've won for a few smaller conventions. I know I won for my Keaton Link cosplay at a cosplay day for SakinoCon. I won for Van Al Comic Con. My Zatanna cosplay won for Journeyman, which means, oh, right, I got runner-up as General Amaya when they made me go in Master's class for the first time, which was slightly less terrifying because I knew the other entrants very well. So it was more like, I hope any of us win, which is a really nice feeling when you're backstage, when you're like, I don't even care if I win, like, it'd be nice, but like, I like all these people and I want all of them to win because they've all worked so hard. I know I've won a few other like honorable mention, a few of those. Probably the most mind-boggling moment would be my first award. It was a judge's choice, and it was for my Dark Side, which if you have seen my page, you will see that there's only a couple photos of it. because the armor died in storage and I wore it twice. And that's on the list of things to redo in the future because I spent 2 years embroidering that tabard. I'm not throwing it away. But I won Judge's Choice, and it was awarded to me by Yaya Han. So at this point, I didn't know that many names in the cosplay industry, but I knew who Yaya Han was, and I knew how much craftsmanship and detailing, and like it took everything I had not to just burst into tears on stage. Luckily, there was a Link also in the contest, and he came along and like was throwing his arm around me and flirting with me on stage. Totally consensual. Which really helped. And they won for their category as well, so it was really cool. And yeah, those are all the big ones, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so what are some of the favorite cosplays that you've done?
General Amaya. I feel like such a badass as her. Like, it's a little difficult to walk in as it is full head, like neck to toe armor. I'm eventually making her helmet, so it will be head to toe, with a giant shield. The shield is, I think, 5 feet in length. I'm 5'6", 5'8"-ish with the heels. So that one is definitely by far one of my favorites. Because I feel like Blake is definitely up there. The cosplay is meh, it was a cheap bought cosplay, but it works. It feels great. Celeste Share, because that's what I named myself for. I haven't done a new version of her regular clothing since my first cosplay, which, as you can imagine, is not as cool as like General Amaya. It was a bodysuit and some stuff I made for it, but I made her opera gown, and I spent so much time hand sewing lace and everything just to get it right. So that one's definitely my favorite. I love all my cosplays. They're all my choices. I do have favorites, but I love them all. I would definitely. I think Umi is definitely usually more fun to wear than Kanan, simply because ponytails are freaking heavy. I do really love my punk Kanan, just because I'm so proud of how it turned out. All 3 of the third years, we all made ours, and I'm so proud of how awesome. But any of my Umi cosplays, I put them on. I tried on my Cyber Umi earlier today. It needs some TLC because it was secondhand from a friend, but it'll be fun. Well, I don't know if Aerith is one of my favorites. I do enjoy cosplaying her simply because everyone knows who I am. So that's always nice, but
Especially if you have someone there to backstab you.
Yeah, like having you there to backstab me, or having Zach there to make everyone go, "Aww," when we're being adorable. Although I have recently, what was it? The Final Fantasy VII Remake launch party, I went and got pictures with other Zachs and sent them to my husband to make him jealous. But Aerith is fun to wear. It's not my favorite cosplay, but it's definitely. And my last choice would be Warrior Princess Leia. I think this was the first big undertaking for design for me. I'd done my own design of Zatanna, but it was like I needed a tailcoat and a top hat was the basis of that cosplay. For Warrior Princess Leia, it was a lot more involved. I was inspired a few years before by the Disney Warrior Princesses, and I was like, I want to make one of those. I want to, have armor and be a famous princess and be one of the Disney princesses. And I'm like, I hate yellow though, and Belle's my favorite Disney princess. And then I was like, Leia's a Disney princess now. And who is more badass than General Leia Organa? Another general problem. And it was my first major armor. I love it, and it's survived really well. If I bring it out, I don't usually have to do anything with the wig. If I have time, I'm sure there's touch-ups I can do, but it's, yeah.
Yeah. So, do you have any dream cosplays? Do you have any dream cosplays?
Oh my god, so many.
Limit it to 3.
3. Thank you. Yes, giving me numbers is good. All right, 3 dream cosplays. Well, doing my own melded design of the sprite and artwork versions of Celeste is definitely a dream cosplay. I feel like I really need to do her regular. That's definitely a dream cosplay number 1. I don't know if that was supposed to indicate to help me, but I didn't get it, so.
Just 1.
I know there's things. Can't look at my Instagram right now. Oh, here we go. I can look at my. That'll help. Cosplays. Dream cosplays. That actually helped. Glaceon. I want to do a Glaceon. I have changed my mind like a million times on like what version I want to do because I want to do an interesting one. I've wanted to do either ballerina, like a wizard version, like do D&D classes. I've seen Lolita versions. There's like 100 different versions of Glaceon that I see, and I'm like, oh, I'll do that one. Oh no, I'll do that one. But yeah, so just Glaceon in general. I
got you, Kim. I got you.
If I can take an honorable mention.
Yeah.
Just lost it. An honorable mention would be to redo my Dark Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
There would be that one. Oh, I had it. What was it? Oh, there it was. I was going to make this cosplay for April this year. Obviously, it's pandemic. Fang from Final Fantasy 13. First time I saw the artwork for the game, I saw her and I was like, she's so cool. She has a spear and pretty robe thing. Sorry. I didn't know it was called a sari at the time. I know it's a sari now. I mean, it's a fantasy version. So yeah, Fang. She's on the list, and I have some of the stuff for her.
Do you have any dream conventions?
I think right now, probably right now, I see so many people I follow go to Katsucon every year, and it looks like in Blast, but not the kind of Blast that Dragon Con is, and I think Dragon Con would be too much. So definitely Katsucon. Like it looks like it's kind of a party con, but more like it can still stay in the like clean sober type
Mhm.
party con, which yes, I know I'm drinking juice right now, but I don't usually like much, especially at cons. I'm already like tired and exhausted. Let's not add alcohol to that mix.
That's about all the questions I had prepared for you. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Don't let your own fears and other people's small-mindedness stop you from cosplay. It's fun. Do it for you. Don't care about if you only have 2 followers. Like, I've been doing this for 11 years. I haven't broken 400 followers. Like, it's silly. I mean, and it hurts me sometimes too when I know that I don't have that many and I've been doing this for so long, but I know why I'm doing this. It's fun and I love it. I'm not doing it for you, I'm doing it. So join us.
One of us. One of us.
One of us. One of-
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so, yeah. If you want to follow Kim, her Instagram has been linked in the live chat, and you can also go to General Celeste Cosplay, or is it just General Celeste Cos? One of those handles for Instagram, and you can also go and become a patron of Kim on her Patreon, where she has a bunch of different like extras.
If you find either my Instagram or my Facebook page for General Celeste Cosplay, I've got a link tree in both. If you want to look at anything else, my Twitter's dead, but I post on other things, so they're all there.
Awesome. Yeah, just Patreon. I don't know.
Signing off from being a guest.
Yeah. Wow. Alright.
On that note, who is our next guest and at what time?
Our next guest.
Should be about 10 minutes.
Yeah. In about 10 minutes, we have another guest coming up. So, he's a very special friend of Moonlit Miracle Project. And, you know, he's very near and dear to our heart. Very near and dear to Daya's figure collection.
And Ada bags.
Don't look. Don't look.
I should get my Ada bags.
Don't look at all the swag and stuff that I have that's in a box because I'm bad.
First large anime figure I've bought in years. And I bought it from our next.
Yeah. Oh. Well. Depending on what depending on what Daya says, you might come on early, or depending on what they want. What do you want, Nat? What do you want to
If he wants to come on early,
yeah,
that will be all right.
I'll send him a message. See if he wants to come on early or if he wants to. Okay, he says he's a good whenever. Weed.
This is my love life video.
Yeah. All
It
right.
has other things like Kupocon and Nurture and Die.
All right. Well, you can, I think. Is it okay for him to come on now? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There he is.
Hello.
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 Let me just where's that magic button I'm looking for here? Nope, not that one.
Wow. Weeb. uwu shirt and everything. Okay.
Oh.
It's a coincidence, honestly. I didn't plan that. Yeah, it's been quite a while since I've talked to you guys. It's been too long. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Definitely has been.
The lovely Eda bags.
I
recognize those pieces.
Bag. I still need
the
an
last
actual
time
bag.
I saw you was the last time I had great Chinese food. Because I
Yes.
picked up a Daya figure from you to deliver to Daya.
I remember that specifically.
Yeah.
I think you had like an uwu mask or something on.
I had a cat mask. That was the only mask I had at the time. Because we bought them for SakinoCon, and they came in handy.
Such convenient timing, really.
Yeah. SakinoCon predicted the pandemic?
Basically.
SakinoCon was the pandemic. Don't you know it started at SakinoCon? Love you guys if you guys are watching. Nah.
I mean, SakinoCon had amazing timing, and I'm
yeah.
glad it actually happened this year. But, of course, you know, not everything happened this year. Because after SakinoCon, I was going to take all my hard-earned funds to Japan. So I was supposed to go on the 24th of March. Of course, on the 14th of March, everything shut down. That was hard because I've been wanting to go to Japan for a long time. I was going to buy so many figurines.
Yeah.
Just hit up all the stores. Just ship everything home.
You weren't. It was more of a business trip, wasn't it?
It was absolutely a business trip for the sake of write-offs.
I'm pretty sure if you had been posting photos while you were over there, the figures you were picking up, some of those would have been already claimed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I had shopping lists. I have a friend in Japan that still has one of the Cherry Blossom Starbucks mugs that I got him to buy for someone who wanted it. They're not cheap. It was like $50, $60, even in Japan, for this stainless steel mug. But I guess he still. I was supposed to pick up a package that he'd been holding on to me for a year. It's been 2 years now that he's had this package for me. Oh boy, because I won it on a crane game, but I didn't realize this specific crane game only shipped to Japan. So I had it sent to my friend, and I was supposed to pick it up. Well, that never happened. So.
Yeah.
What can you do? Everything's shut down. I can't be mad.
I suppose we should actually introduce you, because we kind of went hi, and so.
I'm Ian.
Yeah.
For all the viewers, I'm Ian. I run Anime Bargain Bin, a anime store here in Victoria, and I sell mostly figurines. Though at conventions, I sell a lot of keychains, charms, buttons, and just assorted miscellany. That stuff has been sitting in bins in my storage locker for a little bit now, since I can't really sell at conventions, and putting thousands of buttons and keychains on my website is too much work. Unless I started charging $10 a piece, which that's not what I want to do. So
just do what I do and personally message him and be like, hey, what you got in stock? I'll take it.
And then I'll just take a picture of a massive pile of stuff.
Don't look at my box. It's mostly Ruby. It's mostly.
There's a lot of Tokia in there.
Right.
There is Tokia. Yep. There's not Tokia. There's Otoya.
Otoya, sorry.
Tokia's for Mara.
Yes. The purple boy. You got the red boy.
Yes.
That's how I know them all.
The best boy.
Kate likes the green boy from Idolish 7. I just go by colors.
That's a way to do it. As long as you have the color and the series, you got it.
Basically,
Mm-hmm.
They
That's-
make it so convenient.
that's frankly how I knew half this stuff to begin with. Like, when I, way back 2 years ago, when I started getting all this stuff in, I had no idea what I was doing. I was just acquiring these bulk figurines just en masse. I had to get a PO box because there was 32 boxes left on my landlord's doorstep out in the open. Don't want to do that these days with porch pirates. So, but
You can't
yeah,
bomb everything.
no, I can't. But no, yeah, when I came to SakinoCon, I just threw everything on the tables and shelves and just let it happen. And that's when I learned that Love Live was stupidly popular because it flew off my table, as
'Cause it's
seen
cool
in
like
Dia's
us.
background and everyone else's collections. Of course, I had to do some research and watch the entire anime. And of course, now I'm even watching Niji Kisaki, which it's for work. It's for work. That's why I watch anime. It's for work. Completely professional. It's research. Needless to say, there's a lot I still have to watch. I'm super behind on so many things. But yeah, this year has given me a lot of. I had a lot of opportunity in the spring to catch up on some anime. Though I've been working all year, working in the hospital, hiding in the basement, sending stuff up to all the wards. Thankfully, I don't have to work with the patients. Props to all those nurses and frontline workers. But that's not something I would want to do. Thankfully, I get to hide in the basement, away from everything. Some days, hiding away from all my coworkers, which is nice for an introvert like myself. And then I get to go home and work full time on my store. This year was, of course, 2020 was quite transformative for me because I had only ever done stuff at conventions. I had the website kind of set up, and I had 2 sales up until the pandemic hit. And that's when I figured I spent a lot of time getting everything loaded up onto the website. And in April, I decided to do a big advertising campaign. And I spent a fair amount on ads. And now I'm doing this full time. And I have a lot of followers on Instagram. And my website's busy. So this year's actually been good for my store because it forced me to move online, and best thing that's happened to my store, I guess. Oh, and I'm having a Boxing Day sale going through tomorrow. AnimeBargainBin.com.
Make sure to get that sale.
Yeah. Use the Boxing Week code at checkout. Shameless plug. Gotta. But
It's not
though
a
I
shameless
suppose
plug. That's why you're here. The whole thing's
though I
a plug.
suppose related to MMP,
We're free promotion for you.
yeah, after SakinoCon last year, Casey actually came to me and invited me to the practices,
Yeah.
which I actually really enjoyed coming and just seeing everyone just having a heck of a time doing the practice and dancing, and
Watching
it
Kim
was fun to watch.
cry because we weren't doing our work. Guys, just do it.
I actually found it somewhat helpful having an outsider there because I know I've been performing since I was 5, but I get terrified performing in front of people.
Right.
all the time. So having to get used to there's someone watching was actually helpful. It was like, okay, I can screw up now, and like I won't screw up later when it's on stage.
Or if you do, you screwed up in practice and you're used to it. So
So I know how to keep going.
yeah.
That's the really important one. Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually one of the things I really miss is, you know, having those occasional hangouts to meet up and watch you guys practice.
Mhm.
But this year, you know,
2021.
maybe.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
I'm a little more than a 40-minute drive now.
Oh, not you, Kim.
A
You're
little.
lost cause. No, I'm just kidding. A couple more
I'll
years
just
now.
scream it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Fine. I'm just gonna
And
do Karen songs for the entire thing.
Yeah.
We'll just do
Of
crowdfunding to
course.
bring Kim in for the weekend practices.
Yeah. Of course, the fun thing is the location where we used to practice. I'm literally like a 1-minute walk from it now.
Mhm.
But it's
I'm
close.
actually about 3 blocks at my current location, like 3 blocks away from there too. So
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm 5,800 kilometers.
give or take.
Yeah, I'm no longer the farthest. There's 2 members that are farther.
I just had to outdo you.
Yeah.
All that one-upsmanship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, at least I'm not the only mainlander on the team.
That is true. You've taken more.
I've acquired more. Soon you will all be coming to the mainland.
I left the mainland to come here. It was
Because you're an old
Probably the
man
best
who
thing I
wanted
ever
to
did.
retire.
yeah.
He's 11 years
Sorry-
older
sorry.
than me. Don't say that.
Sorry, Kim, you're not the oldest one in the group here anymore.
I know.
Oh,
Not
what
by a
is-
huge margin, but
What does Amara always say? It's like, it's the island where something like,
The nearly dead and the newlywed.
there you go.
It's been a line around for a while. That's usually how most people refer to Parksville. But other people refer to the whole island that way.
Yeah.
that sounds about right. In Sydney.
Yeah. But I mean,
And
when I
my
get the
work
choice
area.
to live where I want again, I'll be back in Victoria.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So, assuming that 2021, the vaccine's out, we're allowed to go back to a somewhat normal pre-2020 life. What would you hope to do?
Honestly, my biggest goal right now is, well, what I was hoping to do this year was mainland conventions, because I had- I was a little apprehensive to kind of do mainland conventions, but honestly, after I rented a U-Haul to even get to SakinoCon across town this year because I have so much stuff. I live in a small little basement suite right now. It's like 12 by 30 feet long, maybe 35. I live amongst anime figures and just cases of stuff. But once I figure out what I can take, I'd love to rent a U-Haul and just go to Vancouver, go to Kelowna. Well, maybe not Kelowna. Chibi's is there. Be a lot of competition. But I'd love to go to SakuraCon. But even looking at their prices, it's like $800 US for a single table.
Oh, wow.
And that's early bird.
That's
It's rough.
Yeah.
Even like Anime Revolution, I think. No, sorry, Anime Evolution.
The good
Was a
one.
few $100s per table. Yeah, AR, I'm a little apprehensive of that one.
yeah.
But
I
Anime
really
Evolution,
hope we won't be going to AR again.
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anime Evolution, actually, fun story. That was my first attempt at selling anime merchandise in 2009. I borrowed my dad's truck. I had barely any merchandise. I threw it on a table and I made about $1,000, which was enough to cover my travel, hotel, table fee, which was like $600 by itself.
Mm-hmm.
I basically gave away merchandise at that point because I had no idea what I was doing and I had not nearly enough stock. I was young and dumb. I kind of know what I'm doing now.
I missed you by 1 year.
Yeah. Actually, I talked to a lot of people that said Anime Evolution 2009 was their first convention too, which was pretty interesting.
I went in 2010.
Fair enough. Well, honestly, 2009 was one of their worst years, I think, because they kind of screwed up. Well, the convention center was brand new, and the convention center, they didn't have enough stuff. They didn't have enough walls for the main area. So the artist alley was in the same room as the dealer's hall. That's fine. But the artist alley was right against the back of the stage. I had two friends sharing a table right next to the stage with the lights out and deafening music. They couldn't see what they're doing. They couldn't hear themselves think. And it was not great.
Yeah. I mean, that's why they didn't hold a convention in 2011 or 12. I remember when they came back, but I know they were gone for a few years.
Anime Evolution kind of tanked and left for a few years, and then AR came in and then made a mess of it. Now Anime Evolution's back for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is nice. I'll have to give them another shot. Maybe 2022. Maybe next year. If something happens. Well, we'll see if things happen this summer. Though I don't know if big group events are going to be happening this summer. Well,
probably smaller.
Yeah.
Limited ticket.
I did at the beginning of October here. I actually attended an online convention, IdleCon, which some of you may be familiar with. That was actually really fun. They did a really good job organizing that event. I'm really impressed how they did. They had like 6 Twitch channels, all the Discord rooms with all the panelists and guests, and it was amazing for an online event. At least I know Anime Evolution tried to do something online. It didn't really do anything. I didn't see any traffic from that really, and there were a few others that tried to do some things, and there's nothing really there. It's tough. It's really tough to try and organize something online like that. It's a lot of logistics, and it's a lot of, if you thought it was hard to get guests for an in-person convention and, try and get them in there, it's, 100 times harder to get them online. They can do it remotely, but, getting them to trust it's worth their time.
Yeah. I didn't do too much for IdleCon, but I know one of our members was part of it. So, go Kate. Or was that IdleCon? That was IdleCon, right?
I think that was IdleCon.
I was working, so I missed IdleCon.
Yeah.
Boys 7.
Yeah, Boys. Yeah.
Right?
I think it was an online
was all
con.
I watched.
Yeah. I watched a few other groups perform, but yeah.
There was so much going on, I couldn't even keep track of who was doing what, and I think I completely missed Kate.
Yeah. Well, Kate didn't promote it. So salty about that. Kate was down in the mainland and didn't hit me up and be like, "Hey, wanna go to get a cup of coffee or something?" but it's okay. She did great, and we love her. Welcome back, Kim.
I'm assuming we're talking about Kate.
Yeah. Yes, we love Kate. She's great. And Daya, do you have any questions for?
Yeah. What are some of your favorite things about like being able to sell figures and merch and stuff?
Meeting people. I'm an introvert. I'm quite antisocial, and honestly, running this business has been an amazing icebreaker. Even I've met so many amazing people. Because trying to find people with the same interest is a little tricky sometimes. When it's flooded, the general populace is flooded with people that aren't at all interested in the same things. But doing this has been. Well, I met you guys, of course. It's been awesome, and a lot of other people that I've been able to hang out with and converse with, which is, frankly, half the reason I do this is for the social aspect. I'm not doing it for the money right now with the day
the other
job,
half is
but
money. No.
well, yeah, technically, isn't any business. Like, I'd like to get this grown to a thing I can do full time and focus on, because trying to juggle a full-time job and this full-time job I'm getting behind. I'm really behind. But and I think as well, getting a wholesale discount on figures I want to keep, that's really primo too. But that comes with the caveat of having to spend like $10,000 a month on stuff.
Yeah.
Ian, what's the code again for your Boxing Day sale, if there is one?
It's Boxing Week, all one word.
Okay.
You're not buying things, are you?
No. I'm putting it in the live chat. Stop judging me. I don't have money right now. Like, Christmas happened.
I have a question too. So you've been watching Nijigasaki. I cannot pronounce it well.
Yeah.
Have you been looking into getting any more merch for that?
It's been tricky with my suppliers. I have a very shaky supply chain. I typically get stuff straight from Japan when it releases for prize figures and stuff. I'm hoping some scale figures come out and working on that. One supplier out Central Canada, they've actually been able to offer me the Setsuna figures. That's her in the yellow dress. That's all I've gotten so far. I think there was a couple in that series offered already, but I've got Setsuna on pre-order. Yes, of course I want to get them all. Oh, on the topic of Nijigasaki stuff, Good Smile Pop-Up Parade. They have the full set coming out. Unfortunately, no you. Maybe one day. But yeah, the main 9 or 10 of them. 9, yeah.
If it's
always
based
that number,
on
right?
anime, it's 9. If it's base stuff, the game, it's 10 plus 2 plus you plus.
Well,
there's a lot.
We'll get there eventually.
I just watched the anime.
But yeah, the pop-up parade figures, I'm actually a really big fan of the pop-up parade figures, because they're a really nice quality for the price you pay, which is I typically retail them around $64, which is not half bad for a quality figure, and it's about the 8 or 9 inch scale, which is pretty decent. I know some of the cheaper $30 figures sometimes they come with flaws that are painted over, but the pop-up raid, I've seen a lot of good quality in them, and they keep churning them out, crazy. Trying to think what else Nijikasaki stuff I've been able to get. I had a couple light blades, but those went fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. Such a good anime. No spoilers, of course, but if you haven't watched it, definitely go watch it. It's
Karen's
really
best
good.
girl.
Definitely.
So
It's
good.
on Funimation.
Yes, it's on Funimation. The whole anime is out, unless they randomly release like a special episode or
Bonus.
something like that. But the normal season is over, and
I mean, it's Love Live. They'll get
yeah,
one
it's Love Live. They'll get at least another season.
2 seasons in a movie.
Yeah, that's how it works. It's definitely worth watching. And the music is great. The animation's great. The girls are great.
Yes.
And it's good.
It's very different.
Yeah.
That they're doing solos instead of groups.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think that's a spoiler.
No, it's promoted as a solo idol group.
Yeah, it's very different.
Spoiled it at Coupon.
That too. Yeah, you did do Keren's Starlight.
Yeah, I did Starlight. So
Yeah.
that was
Tsukino
spoiled.
Ween. Was it Tsukino Ween? It wasn't Tsukino-con, I don't think. Well, I think you did it.
It was
but
Tsukino-con.
you did do it at Tsukino
was
Ween.
Happy.
Was it? Yeah, you're
Yeah.
probably right.
Starlight was,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think I recall that.
Yeah.
That was really fun, Sakina-ween. I was hoping to sponsor them this year and, get a couple prizes in there, but that didn't happen.
No.
Maybe next year they can... I think by October we might be able to do something.
Hopefully.
To be honest, I was happy that Tsukino-ween was canceled
Because you wouldn't have been able to come.
because I knew I wasn't going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the FOMO
Only
kicking in.
selfishly, but
Yeah. Right.
If I can't be there, no one can.
Kim is the one who started the pandemic, obviously.
I didn't. Believe
You did
me,
make the
it made me
prediction.
separate from Andrew for longer.
Dude, I remember you posting in the group chat something about, I predicted it, because you sent, like, a thing that was like, in 2020, I hope we, like, don't have to, do con crunch and stuff
I
like that.
didn't want to con crunch in 2020, and I opened my big fat mouth and said that.
So, it's all Kim's fault. Blame Kim for a horrible year.
I miss the con crunch. It helps me clean up my apartment.
Your con crunch is totally different from ours. Your con crunch is cleaning. Ours is mess. No time for cleaning.
Wow. It's stacking up a bunch of tote bins to throw into either my car or a U-Haul.
Yeah.
On that note, I'm going to dip out because I'm at 5%.
Oh, tragic. All right.
Oh.
Bye, Kim.
Nice to see you, Ian. I might pop in a bit later when it's the new year for me. So I'll see you guys later.
All
Bye.
right.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
See you next year.
All right. Well, if does Daya have any more questions for Ian?
What are some of your top sellers so people know what to snag?
Ooh.
Oh, I thought you meant people, and I was like, don't call me out. Don't call me out like that.
Well, there's a difference between my top sellers and things people keep screaming at me for. It's tough to try and put a name on that. Demon Slayer's been picking up a lot of steam lately. I actually just got a ton of Demon Slayer merchandise in recently. As always, My Hero Academia has been pretty popular. Everybody. Jujutsu Kaisen has been picking up a lot lately too. I have not seen it at all. I should probably watch it since it's so popular.
Yeah, I was reading the manga.
Hmm. There's always a little bit of this and that here. Um, that is a tough question. What's my top sellers? It's also tough because I have so many products that I don't really get reports on what's my.
Whoop. 1 second.
Even sitting down, they are massive. They stand as
Oh,
tall as
yeah.
most other figures.
I didn't like when I got the bunny suit Kyoko. I didn't think that it would be like as big as it is.
Yeah, it's about double the scale as most of the other figures. I think most of the prize figures are around the 1/8, 1/7, but non-scale. And I've had some standing up figures come in, and the boxes are like 45 centimeters tall. They're huge.
Sorry, I'm
Did
just
we-
fixing a thing.
Ah.
Apologies. Something happened. I'm fixing it. Give me a second.
Good old technological difficulties.
Sorry. What can you expect? We went a full hour and a half without much. It was bound
that's
to
fair.
happen. Alright, give me a second. Alright, I think we're good to go again. Alright, sorry.
It's all solved.
Yeah, should be. Let like message. If it's not, just yeah. Send that message. Okay. Okay.
It looks like it's back.
Yeah, hopefully. Sorry. I don't know what's going on. I'm just not gonna touch anything. It's working.
Yeah, it looks like it's up, so roll with it. Hey, you're back.
Yeah. Oh, I left the call to make sure that that wasn't an issue because I wasn't hearing you, but we're good. Hopefully.
Yay.
All right. Let's continue.
Yeah. Trying to think of what to talk about is tough. Unless there's questions.
Some of your favorite con memories from Silly Nut Cons.
Ooh, cons. You know what? Some of my favorite memories are just seeing amazing cosplays. There was one guy at Capital City Comic Con last year. I actually entered a raffle with Phenomicon and won a Rocket and Lila Funko bobbleheads. I'm not really into those, but I just had them around. And there was one guy going around as Star-Lord. And it was amazing cosplay. And, I figured, you know what? Give him the Rocket and Lila bobbleheads. Yeah, seeing cosplays, I really like seeing cosplays and just all the effort people put into stuff and just the interesting ways that people are able to spin a cosplay on a low budget as well. Be it, I had one person come through with a blue wig and a scarf as Rimuru. From that time I got reincarnated as a slime. It was, it's really interesting way they, styled the wig to be a little slimy. But no, all levels of cosplay is really nice. Actually, my first KinoCon, I actually had that cosplay discount too, which I didn't have much advertising back then, so people had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
Trying to think of other memorable. Well, I was hoping to make some memorable cosplay moments or con moments this year um, with the Zombieland Saga group at Phenomicon, but of course that
Yeah.
didn't happen. I was supposed to go as Kotaro Tatsumi, which I only managed to do at the Toy Fair in the fall. Which fun story about that. I was half blind that entire day because my prescription sunglasses that I ordered online didn't show up until Monday. So I had some like $12 gas station sunglasses that were like super shiny um to wear, and I was like, my vision's not bad. I got about 2 or 3 feet of vision. I spent that whole day squinting at people behind the sunglasses. At least it was it was an amusing day trying to look at the prices and bringing them closer, but it was fun, super fun. Hopefully I'll be able to bring that cosplay out again. Hopefully
Oh yeah.
get some of
And
these
do
COVID
a
pounds off.
Zombieland group.
Oh, absolutely. I was that was one of the biggest things that I was miffed about this year, is not being able to do that group, is not being able to do that cosplay. Well, what can you do? It's still there, so I can try again later.
All right. Well, unless Di has any more questions for you, I think that.
Yeah, that was all my questions
I've
I
been
got.
here for a while.
Yeah. Too long if you ask me.
A
No, just kidding.
little longer than I expected to. But
Sorry,
I don't
about that.
mind.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
I got nowhere to go and all day to get there.
That's true. 2020, right?
Much.
But thank you so much for coming on as our guest.
Yeah.
If you would like to follow Ian, we've put a link to his page and to his actual shop page in the comment section. And if you want his Instagram, it's Anime Bargain Bin. No special characters or anything like that, just at Anime Bargain Bin. Correct?
Just Anime Bargain Bin on everything.
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram.com.
Yeah.
Even Twitter. Not that I do much on Twitter,
Yeah.
but it's there.
Yeah.
Well, it's been awesome seeing you guys again and having a little chat. And yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
See y'all next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. And then there were
All
two.
right. There were two.
Yeah. Ugh. What's next,
So-
guys, huh?
Let's celebrate a birthday.
Okay.
But first, also, Emma got me this birthday gift. Birthday/Christmas gift. So, Swiss chocolate,
It's a
of course, from our favorite Swiss girl.
Mhm.
That will be a snack later. So I just looked over and saw that I had this.
Yeah.
Thought that I had this Happy New Year.
Yeah. It's okay. You're far more put together than I am. I did my eyebrows. That's it. Because otherwise, I would not
I
have
went.
eyebrows.
And got some mini cupcakes.
Yum. I have a cupcake candle. I'm not allowed fire in my room, but it's here in spirit. And besides, I wouldn't be blowing it out. It's your birthday, not mine.
Oh yeah, I have a lighter here.
I can smell it.
Be safe with fire.
Yeah. Happy birthday to
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear me. Happy birthday to me.
That's so sad.
And many more. That's been long.
It's delayed though. Would have been an issue. Let's try that. Oh, I'll sing. Okay. I'll sing. You don't sing. You're the birthday person. Birthday people aren't supposed to sing. Stop. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Daya. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Oh, I don't have anywhere to put the candle.
Just eat it. Be savage
It's
like
wax.
that. It's just beeswax, probably. It's edible, probably. Don't eat wax, kids. Don't eat wax. Happy birthday, dear Daya. For those who...
Actually, it's not
Well, technically
my
not
birthday
quite
yet,
Happy birthday, Eve.
but it is in Japan.
Yes, it is in Japan. The future. Japan is the future. Alright. So, red velvet, I'm assuming?
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
I gotta go with the red. I have a red lighter,
Yeah,
the red candle,
yeah.
and the red velvet.
And the red
Image
eyes.
color. That's just
blood.
what I always do.
With
Makeup.
bloodlust. The blood of your enemies smeared onto your onto your eyelids. Actual blood smeared onto your lips because you're a vampire. Don't you know?
Oh, while I eat this, let me tell about that story that I mentioned earlier about my wonderful rush shoot.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
So I went to a local park.
Mm.
It was like not far from where I lived,
Mm-mm.
and I assumed that there wouldn't be many people because it's like, who's going to go out in a pandemic? But I mean, there was like a family playing in the park, and I was in the wonderful rush outfit.
Mm-hmm.
And while I'm shooting, this little girl, kind of like sees me, and she's like watching me, and she like comes over eventually while I'm shooting, and she asks like if I'm like dressed up in a costume and blah blah blah, and like who I'm dressed up as. So I'm explaining the idols to her.
The mood of 2020.
So I'm explaining idols to her, like that they're like Japanese pop star kind of thing.
Yeah.
And she's also really interested in my Ida bag that I have, and she wants to get a closer look. And her mom is kind of like, "Oh no," trying to like stop her because it's like should be keeping the distance.
Yeah.
The girl was like really sweet though,
Yeah.
and my eyeshadow was blue, and she kind of pointed to my face and was like, "Why do you have like blue skin?" So she thought that my eyeshadow was my skin.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really confused when she first said that. I was like, what? She had never really seen makeup like as intense as that.
Mm.
So it was just really sweet that I had this interaction with this girl
Yeah.
while in cosplay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, little kids are probably my favorite part. Of cosplaying, like when they recognize something or they see your cosplay, and even if they don't recognize it, they think it looks really cool, and they just go, "What are you wearing?" Like,
Yeah, especially if you're dressed as an idol,
yeah,
because they just see like pretty outfit
yeah,
or bright hair. If you have like
Ruby,
as Ellie, it's bright yellow.
Ruby,
Kids are always so fascinated
Rin.
by that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah, that's probably my favorite part about cosplaying too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is also why I'm excited to cosplay Eugene or Flynn Rider, because
Yeah.
kids should know Tangled, especially if I have a Rapunzel with me.
Yeah.
And also why I want to cosplay Cat Noir to a convention, because Miraculous Ladybug is really popular with kids.
Yeah.
I want to be able to have those really sweet interactions. Also, why I would really love to be a character performer for Disney and be friends with characters.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah,
that probably won't happen. I'm not in college, can't do the college program. Well, it's like $10,000.
Yeah. Also, just the whole, like, Disney's in the States, or, well, not in Canada.
You know, that's kind of another thing.
Yeah, you'd have to move to a place that had the
Disney.
program. Yeah, that had Disney, yeah. So to Japan, right? To Japan you go, right?
Yeah.
Take you in a box, ship you with Ian, we're fine.
I can play a European princess, or be friends with a European princess.
I mean, honestly, if I could, like, walk the floors as a Disney character, I don't care if I'm a Disney prince or something. I will be any, like, Disney character. I will be freaking I will be Winnie the Pooh if need be. Like, just the experience of that would be, like, really cool. So, when are you moving to Japan? No.
Right now.
Right now. 2021? Japan only.
Quitting my job, going to Japan, being a Disney cast member.
Yeah. So, you've gotten the job right. No, not at all. I don't need the
It's
job.
not like I have a shift on Monday at my current job here. No.
Yeah. Totally not.
Anyway, I think it's time for an announcement.
Okay. Well. Time to switch character. This is gonna be really awkward. Yeah. Alright. So, 1 second. I'm gonna bring up the screen.
Ooh.
Alright. Hello everyone. Still me. Moonlit Miracle Project has decided throughout the year to create our own Idol Sona project. We've affectionately named it Crescent Dream Idols. It's a group of 7 of our 9 members from MMP, with our own personal characters, each with their own story and background, and basically the whole gist of it is we're all different people from all around the world who, for one reason or another, got scouted into CDI, Crescent Dream Idols. And we all hope and strive to become the best idols internationally. Myself, I am a my idol's name is Prism. Let me bring up his. My name is Prism, and I am the creator of the costumes I'm the seamstress of the group. We have multiple subunit group leaders. Prism is not one of them, but he really wished he could be. However, a certain prima ballerina came into the group and took that spotlight from him. Anyway, but I do have a bit of a call and response that Daya is gonna help me with. I'm just gonna. All right. Do you remember what it is, or do you need a reminder? Actually,
we should remind everyone.
Yeah, I'll remind everyone. I'll tell everyone.
You can do it while they're watching.
Absolutely. All right. So sorry, 1 second. Just making sure everything's running okay because I switched screens. All right. So it's a call and response. So if you've never watched a live show, an Idol live show, or anything like that, you might not know what it is. Basically, the idol, which is me in this, says a line, and then you repeat whatever line, or you don't repeat, you respond to whatever I say. I'm gonna say, "Good evening, Koneko-chan," and then you would say, "Nyan nyan Prism-san," with like your hand movements like that. "Nyan nyan Prism-san," and then I'd say, "Are you ready for a good time?" And you'd go, "Hi!" Alright. So, let's try this. This is first time actually doing it with, on a live setting, so hopefully I don't mess up. Good evening, Koneko-chan.
Nya nya, Prism-san.
Are you ready for a good time?
Hi.
Alright, good job everyone! Hope you did that all at home. You'll be hearing that a lot more, and you'll also be, once we get everything going, we will have everyone's call and responses, so that you can practice it. So the next time we have a convention, we can all say it together. Or live stream, that too. Yeah, next time we have a live setting, we can all say it together, just like this. But that's all about Prism. Unless you have any questions.
Well, I just have things to add,
Okay,
like
cool.
how, so like the type of songs that we're doing, it's not necessarily like Love Live. We're doing like
Yeah.
a bunch of different things from like J-pop, J-rock, K-pop,
Yeah.
whatever, a variety of like idol kind of songs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just like Love Live anymore.
Yeah, and it's not just dancing, it's also singing. A few of our members, myself included, are focusing more on the vocal aspect. And we're hoping to be more unique, and have our own footing, even if we are doing covers and things like that. We're hoping to make a performance where we are our own characters, our own people. Yeah. My Prism, he actually has a kind of a stepsister or step-sibling, who he calls his little sister. Her name is Yuka. She's kind of a bratty kid, in his opinion. But he'll do anything to make sure that she's okay and having a good time after they moved to Canada. They like to bicker a lot. unfortunately, the Seiyu, our Seiyu for Yuka couldn't be on call right now because they have work right now. But I know they really wanted to come and do a little mini performance with me, but unfortunately it didn't work out like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And not much about my character, but their name is Neptune. And they're basically a god.
Yeah. They think they're a god. They're not really.
They are.
They're
They are.
100%. 100% they're a god.
They're involved in the same subunit as Prism.
Yes, we're both part of a subunit called Prince. The third member of our subunit is Celeste. You might recognize that name. Our Seiyu is Kim, who was the first guest. She's the subunit leader, and I'd say the dynamic in Prince is a bunch of stage hoggers trying to get center. We're all very not egotistical, definitely not. I would say we just like the spotlight, but we all want what's best for each other.
I would say the music sense is like Guilty Kiss and Baby, like the cool type.
Yes, definitely a cooler energy. I mean, our colors for the group, I'll bring that up so you can see what we look like. Our colors are the cyan blue and this electric blue and a black. Those are our three colors, and as you can tell, they're all very, very cool. That's just how it worked out. We didn't plan it like that, but happy accidents, right?
Yeah. Do you want to show the logo for CDI?
Yeah, I'll bring it
Have
up.
that up?
I'll bring it up 1 second.
'Cause I don't believe we've shown that.
I don't have it up, but I can put it up. Hold up. Hopefully.
As well, if you go to Moonlit Miracle Project's story on Instagram, I have shared a story post announcing Crescent Dream Idols. So if you want to, an easier way to find the Instagram for Crescent Dream Idols, you can go to her story there.
Sorry, 1 second. Properties. I just need to find the logo. Hopefully I have I do. Let's do... Hopefully this works. I'm gonna have to move it around a little bit, but...
There we go.
There we go. It's on a black background. Never mind. Hold up. I wasn't thinking. Hold up. We have two different versions. We have a white and a black version, depending on backgrounds. There we go. This is our logo. There's a little bit of a little bit of story about it. I got help designing it, but basically the story is it's supposed to match with Moonlit Miracle Project. So with the new logo that we made, there's the moon, and it's very nighttime themed. Crescent Dream Idol is meant to feel much more like an eclipse, or like something where it's a little bit brighter and warmer, like a moon that you can see even though the sun is still setting. That's kind of the energy that we were going for this, which is why there's a bunch of clouds shaped like our dreams. You'll see that there's a maple leaf there because we all dream of maples because we're Canadian. And there's a lot of there's a boat and an anchor because we are based on beside the ocean in our lore. So yeah, that's their logo. I'm so awkward. Yeah. But yeah. Here's another look at Prism. There's a few little fun stories. But about like the creation of Prism, because he was the first one that I drew the outfit for. It took quite a while to actually get these done. However, if you look at the image, if you look at the other members alongside Prism, you'll notice that he looks a little different from the rest because I put in a lot of detail, but also made a lot of mistakes with him. And hopefully, once cons start up again, we're hoping to have these outfits made and perform in them. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Please stop me from talking.
Stop talking, mute yourself.
I'm going to have to pretty soon. It's almost 8.
Well, we haven't got any questions.
Yeah.
And looks like there might be only like 5 or 6 people actually watching.
Yeah.
So I think we might end the stream.
Yeah.
And say goodbye.
Sounds like a good place to end it. I think we've said all we needed to. We've sung Happy Birthday to Saya.
You still have a drink? You can toast to a new year.
Yes, I do. Alright. It's in a...
Hold on, let me get some.
Pan. I'm not that fancy.
This is what happens when I work in the store that I do. I get
you
plastic champagne, plastic wine glasses.
You get stuff, yeah, definitely. All right.
Anyway, shall we
make a toast? All right.
To 2021.
To a better 2021.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, guys.
I hope you all have. I hope you all have a really awesome year, and everything turns out better, and we get to see each other again. And I hope that we'll be able to have more live streams too, in the future, because this is fun. It was nice sitting down and talking.
Definitely.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to add?
I just want to thank everyone for coming and for watching the stream, and like even through the hiccups, you guys were here, and I just really hope that 2021 is better by far for everyone, and that I hope that everyone is safe tonight. I know most of us aren't going to be going out, but I hope we're all safe and that we are safe in the new year.
Yep.
All right. Well, with that said, have a good Happy New Year, and we will be heading out now. All right.
Yeah. Bye and Happy New Year.
Bye. Happy New Year.